This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, good evening everyone. Today's session is going to be about LinkedIn, about how you create a profile and how you can create a business profile and an ad as well. So let's see how much of it can be covered today. I haven't shared the screen yet, so don't worry about it. When I do, I'll let you know. Okay, just listen to me for now, and I'll share the screen in a while. So LinkedIn is the largest professional network site in the world. So like I told you, interface will be very familiar to you by now because we did Facebook and other social media. So LinkedIn should be very easy for you to do it. Only thing is what we need to keep in mind here is we need to be very professional as much as possible in terms of what we post and what we given as in the fields as well, in the information fields, what do we give. Because see here, the chances of people viewing your profile would be mostly your colleagues, your your workmates. It can be your bosses or even people who would be interested to hire you. The hiring HRs. So they'll be going through the profiles. So on Facebook, it can be about where you traveled, what you did, and on when it comes over to LinkedIn, it's about what course you have done, how have you updated yourself, any volunteering works you've done. So something which is of a career-based um, portfolio here. It's, you can say, it's your live CV or your resume, and all your activities, what you do here, should be kept at a certain limit, or at least watch. It's not as easy and cool as Facebook. I mean, see, the layout is same. For you, user interface is easy, but how it is viewed is on a formal platform. So I'm sure most of you are already aware of that. Okay. LinkedIn was launched on May 5th, 2003. It is the largest business networking site in the world. So it's mainly used for professional site and professional networking as a professional, professional networking site. Most of companies' revenue comes from selling access to information about its members to recruiters and sales professionals. So here you're getting leads in terms of a very good candidate or in terms of your new business lead as well. Uh, this can be great form of networking on both ways. One, like I told you, getting great candidates for your company. Another, trying for a new business proposal, to take up a new project. So this is a great channel to find people in the same lines. See, as of April 2017, LinkedIn had 500 million members in 200 countries. So this is already spread out to most of the world, and many people on the professional lines have their LinkedIn accounts, and the companies as well have the business pages. And Microsoft bought LinkedIn in 2016 for around 26.2 billion, and that is Microsoft's largest acquisition made till date. So LinkedIn provides you a way to connect with other professionals and helps you stay in contact with millions of users. Uh, See here, once you get into your work profile, you will instantly be sharing the contacts and networking of what's going on in the company, or if you have any other better possibilities to uh, go higher ranks in terms of your work, or if you'd like to change your job, what would be the best next best options. All this is very easily all the information for this will be easily available on LinkedIn. So it's also strictly used for exchanging knowledge, ideas, and employment opportunities. And LinkedIn is one of the first websites to show up in search engine results. So in case we are, see, most of us are just normal people, for us, if you search your name, it is very likely to show up on Google search and the Wikipedia or any of these pages. But if you have a profile on your LinkedIn, there are chances of that showing up. So LinkedIn will be one of the websites to show up on the search engines. Okay, you can think LinkedIn as a more dynamic and visual version of your resume. So like I told you before, uh, it'll be more dynamic in the sense, the presence what you show out to your company, your what do you say, your upcoming company which would be looking forward to hire you, any of the HRs. So the design and platform is so dynamic. This is more appealing than having a normal resume what you have usually, and you have access to change things uh, at touch of a button or whatever you can say. So you can make the changes and it's very relevant. So another way, how you can have LinkedIn is using LinkedIn. You can turn your contacts into contracts. Okay, the people who are in your circle, they may change into, just a circle may change into a contract. So there are chances of you getting new business offers and even job opportunities. So this is a place where contacts turn into contracts. And more than 48% of LinkedIn users are major decision makers. So this is why it's important as as students going out of an institution to have a proper LinkedIn profile, and you worked on most of it, and you get to see the opportunities what are available. And if you apply this for the same, you have most of the decision makers, all the directors, or even the HRs, like that. So the people who take decisions are on LinkedIn, and they shall be screening profiles. And when they find someone very interesting, and you have all the what do you say, requirements they're looking for, the chances of you being found are higher. Like I told you before, now this is the age of not finding the right people, but being found by the right people. Okay? So that's why it says it's not about hunting, but it is about farming. Going ahead. So features of LinkedIn. You can keep in touch. With people changing jobs so often, LinkedIn gives users the opportunity to stay updated on where those professional networks are working and how to contact them. So you working in a company and you find a colleague or any workmate who is really good with you in terms of it. In case you lose contact, and over time, LinkedIn will be a great way to get back to them again. So keeping in touch is a great feature that works on LinkedIn in terms of a professional lines. So how we find, most of the friends in school, if we have lost contact, there are always possibilities of finding them on Facebook. So this is on a formal line. So any colleagues who we have worked before, you can always get back to them and network. Okay. Another way is you can ask help. You can seek help here. If one of the users have in the network contacts can't help with a business problem. You're going through some issue and you're not able to solve them. In LinkedIn, there are groups. What do you say, of similar business category, the people who come together. I'm sure you would be familiar by what groups are, which are on Facebook and other social media sites. They exist on LinkedIn as well, but here, than just normal people, it'll be what do you say, it'll be like I told you, the decision makers, the business heads, and people who have been in this industry with some experience on business, so they'll be able to help you. So in terms of getting business oriented help, this is a great platform, and you should be on the right group to get it. Another great feature here is you can search for jobs. LinkedIn Jobs lets users search thousands of employment listings with option for filling out applications directly on the site. Okay. Here on LinkedIn, there's an option called Easy Apply. So if your profile is created to the optimal level, everything is optimized, everything is great, you can directly apply to that company with a feature called Easy Apply. So that's again a great feature. You can apply through your CV. Another way is this is called LinkedIn Easy Apply. So you have everything optimized. You can even download a PDF of your resume through what fields you've given in the LinkedIn form. Okay. The other side of LinkedIn is you can hire new employees. So hiring managers can use LinkedIn to find candidates with specific skill set and necessary experience. One, you can get hired. Another side of this is you looking for right candidates for your work. Okay. So for both of this is a great platform. Like I told you now, getting a job, finding the right person, or you're running a startup, you have some issues, you can always seek help from people in the same category of business and solve the issue. Whatever is done, it is on a very formal medium here. And comparatively to other social sites, people are not that active. Like I know before I started the session, I was talking to the other participants, how many of them are active on Twitter. Similarly, see, Facebook and Insta is like an everyday thing. Sorry for that. So it's an everyday thing. So it's an everyday thing that oh God, give me a minute. Yeah, sorry for that. And LinkedIn, being a formal site, 35% of users access LinkedIn every day. So that's quite comparatively less to other social sites. But still, there are people who are looking out for it and updating themselves. Here too, you can create posts, you can create poll, you can do all that. You can have a group, be part of the group, have discussions, what's going on, what's good for you, and what's trending, and how should you, groom yourself. Like literally, there's everything about jobs and everything here. And LinkedIn also provides services where if you pay a certain amount, it itself will guide you how you can take things forward. Okay, one out of three professionals on planet has a LinkedIn profile. So this is just some of the facts. So every professional, if you consider three people, one of them are said to have a LinkedIn profile. And 41% access LinkedIn from their mobile device. That's based on convenience. Whatever applications we are mostly active on our mobile phones because you can't always reach out to a PC. So that's a matter of convenience. So around 25 million profiles are viewed on LinkedIn daily. And now creating a right LinkedIn profile. I'm just sharing the screen now. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay. So writing the best LinkedIn headline. Uh, See, again, it matters. See, people won't have time to read everything about you. So again, here you need to be brief and very specific about what you like. It says include your keyword in the headline. Your headline should include the keyword that people may use to similar profile like you. So if you're a digital marketer, you put that word in the headline. Or if you're an artist, you mention that. Or you're an event organizer or a boutique owner or a fashion designer, any of it, just make sure it is in the headline. So people, when they look at your profile, they'll know what category of business are you from. Okay, and what you do in your headline. Remember, people read your headline before they actually add you in that connection. So yeah, when someone view your profile, the first thing they'll be seeing is your profile pic, your cover image, and the headline. So we need to be very clear of what we put there. And mention your company name can make it easier for people to find you using your company name. So like I said earlier, it can help um, as a network in case your colleague who you know for long for a very long time and they change companies and they want to find you back. It can be okay, it can be enough senior also. They want you back in the company or they want you in that circle. So there's always a chance, you mention your company name, it will be easy for people to search it. Okay. Another thing is you need to be very specific with the words you use. Uh, here again, industry specific words. So apart from primary keyword, you can add some words which are only known in your industry. There'll be certain words each industry will be speaking about. Sales, people from sales will be talking certain language. People from programming, they themselves have certain words they use often, and business marketing. So whatever field, if they're into fashion designing, each one will have these common words. So that industry related words you need to have. Just mention that in your headline. This is what it says. So this person, for the example, by name Viral Jadhav, he has a headline as digital marketer, corporate trainer, blogger, founder, expert trainer. It's quite long, but yeah, it again gives an idea of what business category he's from. It shows how to add the cover page. LinkedIn allows you to add summary to your profile. It is one of the most important element of your profile. After your profile photo and headline, check your profile summary. Okay, this means your potential business contacts will read it first before actually getting connected to you through LinkedIn. You can add a summary, professional business achievements in the summary section. So here you get a lot more characters where you can mention about what you're actually into, what's your expertise, and what your business is all about. So this is the summary section. I'll just take up a blank profile today and let's see how much of it we can cover. Okay, so that's the industry and summary. Like I mentioned, you get a little more characters than the headline. So again, be specific. Use the words which are relative to the industry and also describe about yourself what kind of work you're into or what business line you're into. Okay, as we do this, there's a meter or a measurement where it says how much of it is done and what is to be done. So what is not complete, you get an update here and you can work on the same and update the same. So it should go to an all-star level from a beginner. So in order to create a custom URL, you can click on edit customer profile. Okay, this is how you change the URL. And from here, you can set custom URL of your LinkedIn profile and help your user to find your LinkedIn account easily. I hope it is not a paid version. Anyway, here, if people are searching for you and you can customize the URL, so you can put it on your business card as well, or by your name if people find you, it will be easier for people to find you on LinkedIn. Okay, here you can read your URL there. It's also called as vanity URL, customizing. So this is the theory part. I'll just tell you a few more things before we actually start it. While the profile URL helps users to directly reach you on LinkedIn, it also plays significant role on search engines. Like I told you before, LinkedIn is one of the websites which will show up first when you search for a person. You create your profile today, and there's someone looking for you, and your the name should match. That's again another consideration. When they match, so LinkedIn will be one of the first uh, to come up in the listing. So when someone searches for your name in a search engine like Google, Yahoo, LinkedIn provides them a suggestions of accounts based on your account name. So that's very important to actual name and your work. What have your name and workplace? So if you keep it very informal, like you do on Facebook, you have your pet names and then something else. We, I'm sure then it can't be found. So what is the name you register for, and what is the name being used at your work? They need to match, and definitely then it shows up first on the search engines. Therefore, it's advisable to always keep your name only in your profile URL. However, it may happen that URL you're looking is already taken up by other users. So there's a chance again for this. We might have people who already have registered in our name somewhere similar. It will always not be the chance, but it may be. So when it is, more or less, it should not be much of a drift. One or two characters, few words. They should, when people look for you, they should still be able to find you. Okay, make sure it should be public. Your profile should be public, basically. So everyone should be able to view your profile. And basically, here on Facebook, it's all about you, your circle, your friends. But once you're on LinkedIn, I told you it's a formal site. You should be visible to everyone out there. In case you're looking out for a job or you are looking out for candidates. If you hide your profile, it really doesn't make sense having a account on LinkedIn. So again, you can customize what will be viewed publicly here. Okay. LinkedIn connection building strategy. Building connections on LinkedIn is quite simple. In a sense, the layout user interface is very simple here. You need to follow simple connection building strategy below, and it starts connecting with people you already know on LinkedIn. Okay, so like any other social media site, the minute we sign in, you will show up people who are already in our circle, like how we did for Facebook, based on the contact numbers we have on our phone or the email addresses what we have. So it'll show the people in suggestions basically. It'll suggest people who we might know. Okay. So the first one is start with people you already know. You can send them the connection. If they accept, they'll be part of your circle. And here I think we have uh, 3 degrees of three circles of friends. The first connection, second, and third. So first one, you both shall be knowing each other. The third one will be like what you sent a link or you sent a request to one person, and both of you will be having a mutual one. So that falls in the second line. And the third would be see here what LinkedIn is basically suggesting is you need to grow your network as much as possible. So it will show you all possible options in your network. If they're valid, you can accept. If not, it's okay. But still, being on a formal platform, it shows based on companies you work in and based on your circles. Like if there are two primary contacts, the mutual will be shown, and out of which there will be a third connection as well. So the priority changes as 1, 2, and 3. And out of that, there'll be no profile shown. It will not be displayed on your circle, on your radar basically. So add connections of same industry. Use advanced search to find people. Build relationship and real connections. So again, it brings you back. This is a portal where it's all about business and career. So on the same lines, we need to be very careful and what we post and what is being displayed. One more thing, it's a public profile. So yeah, engage people with your post. So here we have an option again, posting. There are a lot of options which also once we create the profile. And groups. Okay, groups on LinkedIn are very business oriented and very professional. People will not tolerate if you're very easygoing. I mean, it's okay, but more or less the topics are on a serious note and they'll be solving problems and all that. So it creates a great network here to work on it. Okay, that's again the tabs what we have there. You have the home tab, my network, jobs. So there are always listings on LinkedIn on what are the jobs companies are offering at that point of time. Everything, salary detail, your work role, what is the criteria they're looking for, like literally everything is mentioned there. And you can even apply. There are two ways. One, I guess two, three ways. One would be the easy apply, one with your CV, another one you can contact them. And then the messaging section in case as your network grows, you keep connecting with each other. There's a messaging option as well, and notifications me. And the work, that is where the premium section comes in. So you have a 1 month free trial. After that, you need to pay. I'll try going there and explain a few things. Again, you can add people from your existing personal contacts. You can choose your email provider and add contacts. What are you currently using? And this is quite a common scenario on LinkedIn that keep pushing someone on their, 3 years of work at somewhere, or if they've done any achievement or they've taken up a new position. So it says develop good quality inbound links. Profiles with healthy inbound links are seen more credible and popular profiles by Google. And actually, it helps LinkedIn profile appear higher on the search results. How to increase inbound links on your Google profile? See, link your social media. Okay, this is one thing. Link your other social media sites back to your LinkedIn profile. Whenever publishing articles or blog posts on other sites, link back your LinkedIn profile in your article or your author bio. On your website, include your link on LinkedIn. So basically, wherever you are working on something, a blog or a post, and if it is on a professional basis or anything you're doing as such on a work basis, make sure to add in your profile link, your LinkedIn profile. So you get inbound links, you're getting people, get traffic from there to your site. So they'll know if they want to, okay, if you have a very good post. And in the author section, it's great to mention about your LinkedIn profile. So if they're impressed with the post, you're driving the traffic towards your LinkedIn page. So what are your views on? So add more connections. I think we can now head to the real-time page as well. There's one existing account here. Let me try creating one for you. I think I have another account where I haven't created a profile for that. Simple as any social media site. How you sign up is very similar. Join now. You can log in through Google. I'll try if I have an account which I haven't used. Okay, it asks for a password. And a verification verification as well. I'll ask your first name and last name. So I'll just Vijay Anil Kumar. Each step will do a small verification. I'm sure most of you have your LinkedIn profiles already. I'm just doing for the ones who have not done it. Okay, I think this already exists. Okay, I think I have created it already, but not a problem. I'll work on it again and I'll just show you things that have to be done. So what's important first is to have a good profile picture. This gives you another chance to find a good picture of yours which covers most of the canvas very clearly. I'll just open Canva here. Close this. Okay, like I told you, the first thing that'll be visible is your profile pic and your cover image. We can do a lot more customization here. This is a profile which has been created recently, but it's great for me to show you around what can be done here. See here, one, work. These are the options where LinkedIn will be providing you the business solution services. One, you can find people, sales opportunities, like you're looking for any leads that will be of help for generating more sales. You can post a job for free. So I think once you create a company page, which I'll do a later stage of the session, and learning solutions as well. So these are some products of LinkedIn to start off with. And here you can create, just as how we did on Facebook, uh, Twitter, you can create an ad here as well. So where there are people, there's always a possibility of creating an ad. So social media sites take this advantage, and you can, they give you a platform to create ads. That's a messenger section. Okay, where can I start off with? Okay, if not this image, let's see. Give me a minute. Just for searching for an image, come up with one. Okay, why I'm looking for an image is in case you've taken a photo and the background, okay, see, it's mostly suggests like when you're enrolling for a job or any of that, you go to a studio and take an image, right? In case that you don't have that and you've taken an image which is good, but the background isn't great, what can be done is just what I was looking for. Just give me a minute. I hope I have an image for that. So what basically you can do is, we don't have a good image, like the background has something else, which is not necessary to put up here. You can take the image and upload it on removebg.com, which I showed you earlier, and set in a simple, a plain solid background, so that will look more professional. Just give me 1 minute. I'm just trying to find an image, possible my own or any other image. Okay. So I have an image here. See, it's usually suggested this to be taken in a studio, or if you can avoid selfies and something which is casual can be avoided. It's great, but I couldn't find any image for now. I'll just share you an image which I had and I've used for the same. Okay. See, I've just taken an image here which has a background and which might look good on a business profile. So what you can do here is go to removebg.com. Okay, this is the site. Here you can turn images into PNG. Let me see if I can download that. Let's download it. And put it in desktop. Okay, it must be there. Let me delete one. Okay, so always choose a better image where you're visible very clearly. The time being, I've taken this image, so excuse. Okay, so you can take that image, go to removebg.com and upload the image. I think I took this right. Yeah, go to upload. Here my attire is not formal, but I think this was a better picture to show in what I had right now. Okay. So once you do it here, it automatically takes out the background and you can download it. You can do it the higher version for the first time, and second time I don't think so will give you an access, but it's okay. Just download this clarity. So now your image is downloaded without the background, and that you can take it up to Canva. Let me close the other side. Okay, in Canva, go to custom size and take 1600 and 1600 pixels. Create new design and drag and drop the image from where you downloaded without the BG. So download an image and bring it into Canva. Place it here. Okay, and you can change the background and place it somewhere in the center. I'm telling you again, a better formal photo would be great here. I'm just doing for the example right now. And you can go into the background and choose what background you want and click here, change gray, white, choose what goes well with the image and download it in PNG. So that removes the disturbance in the background if you're running. This is an option if you don't have any good picture right away and you want to upload something. This is a good way to do it. Okay. Uh, I need just a 10-minute break. Okay. There's something I need to attend to and come back. Just give me a 10-minute break and I'll be back and we'll continue forward. All right. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, sorry for that. As one thing I had to attend to. All right, we're back. So just showing you how we can remove the background. Even your image, you find something good, but background has something else which doesn't go well for the profile. Now you can go to removeeasy.com, remove the background, and upload it to Insta. See again, it goes on what business category you're from, but more or less on in LinkedIn, keep it as formal as possible. So my business category there was events and digital marketing. So a little bit of informative is okay, but still try sticking to a very clean image, which you know uh, is accepted by people, not too funky as well. Let me just share the screen again. So here comes your headline. I'll just highlight it. Your name and followed by a headline of what category business are you into and what you would like to tell people, and who are the ones who are likely to connect with you. So this basically a new profile which was done for a session before. Not much of details here you'll find. Okay, another thing what we can make use of is the cover image. You can customize it as much as you want. Uh, Again, a great location or a great source would be again Canva. So if you go into Canva and look for LinkedIn, okay, LinkedIn banner. So you have all these options. Choose the ones which go formal and go according to your business category. So some might be into fashion, some might be into um, a restaurant, cafe, and what you see are mostly paid ones. And if you don't find something that goes for your interest, you can create your own. I just put in the filter for free, and yeah, you'll get some more options here. Or if you're into media, okay, this was the one I had taken earlier. So when I spoke about customizing, like you have the option of there's a screen there, right, inside. So what you can do is you can add in the logo. Just open another tab and go back into your designs, or even if it's comes as an upload, it will be much easier for you to pull back your logo. All right, so I'll take this here, and I have a logo. Control A, copy, and go there, drag it in. Keep it subtle, it doesn't have to take much of the space, but still some presence will always be great. Okay, I'll take this here. I'll say digital edge. Some branding is done, mainly when in a cover page. So this is what I suggest. And each time you take a cover image, just see if you can, brand it on your own business. So download it. Go back to your LinkedIn profile and load it. Change photo. It should be in the downloads. This had click for Twitter. You can see the one for it. I really need to clear my download section. Let's see if it's in desktop. Anyway, let's go on. Minimize, close in the desktop. Yeah, much better. Change. You have a small branding there. It's not too in the face or taking too much of attention, but it's still there. So it's always good to brand your business. Do the same on LinkedIn cover page. That's another place you can push your profile. I mean, see here again, there are two ways. One, here, if you're thinking in on the lines of an individual a student or an upcoming job seeker, don't do that. But if you already have a business and you're looking into that, you can work on this. Or you can take a very simple one that came up to mind, so I'm just sharing it to you right now. Right. Then go to the edit section, username, last name, and education, location. So work on those details. And very similarly here as well, you have the news feed in the center of all the people and the pages you're following right now. You'll be getting the updates. And right side, you'll be getting what's trending. This is very similar on Twitter, where the trending hashtags are given. Here you'll have LinkedIn news, all about the jobs and whatnot, how the companies are doing, and any updates from LinkedIn they have there as well. Then we'll move on to connections. So based on the contact details, what you have, certain people will be shown. And here, based on the company, what we pick up, say NICT computer education. So the ones who have profiles and are given they're working at NICT, their profiles will show up, and your college and other mutual connections, even your school. And further down, it'll show you it'll recommend you some, it'll suggest you some pages. The next tab would be the jobs. Here, it'll be showing you what jobs would be likely suitable for you. If you're into digital marketing, it'll show you digital marketing. If you're a content writer, will show you on based on that. So whatever job profile you're into, and this is what I spoke about, easy apply. And I'll also show you how many applicants have already applied and when is the last day. All the brands are here. See, Event Management, EY, KPMG. And then the message section, like if you hide a word with any of the connects, I'll show up there. Okay, let's go back to the section, in the main section, your home page or your profile page. Here you have this section called as add profile section. This is a very important section where you keep adding the details and skills. So start with the core. Add your education, what you've done, and all those details here, followed by, okay, position. What position are you working at? And then comes your skills. So what are your skill set? So once you add this and you have a set of network, and they can endorse on the net, the skills what you put. Just putting up a skill there isn't enough. It should be endorsed by your colleagues, your boss. So it adds more value, and they can write recommendations as well, which I'll show you. So here is how you add skills. You select on the preset which would have read from what details you've given so far. So I'll add in few skills. So this is the main place where you build your section, add profile section, and then recommend it. This here will ask you where add featured. In case you were featured in any of the articles and posts, you can mention that. If you were mentioned in any of the blogs, so you can mention that any blogs, any articles, any online stuff, you can mention that. And what are you licensed and certificates, your certifications. And next would be courses. If you have done, now we have done digital marketing course, you can add it up here. Any of such courses you pick it up, you can put it up there on the profile, add recommendations. So like I told you before, you can search for the people who have worked for you or who you're reporting to, and they'll be adding keywords and what was their experience. Okay, these are the additional ones which are optional. But so far, what was there will always add up to the credibility of your profile. And here will be, in case you've done any volunteer experience, like in if you're interested in wildlife, you've gone and done that tiger census, or you were part of some movement, any such things which have served for a better cause. You can put it up here. And if you have any publications of your own, you have published any articles, such you can put here. If you have any patents, projects, you worked on any projects till date, you can update it here as well. Name of the project, and you can mention if you're currently working there. And it'll show on what recent work experiences of what company that was for. So yeah, so see, everything has to be legit. So in a sense, it will take you from there with what company you were associated before. You have done that project. So tomorrow you take up an internship at Accenture or at anywhere there. So if you had mentioned intern at that so and so company, and you can mention about the project there. So if you have taken up any tests at those companies, you can mention the same. You can add languages. Choose a language. And lastly, what is your proficiency in it? Are you a native speaker, or you're very professional and professional working proficiency, limited working proficiency? So based on what it is, you can choose your option. add in couple of languages. So next would be the organization where you work and what has been your role. Um, you can say associated with so and so, and from what date to what date you were present. A little description about it. Once you're done with all that, you have this option where you can download this into a PDF. So with whatever details you're given so far, create a small format. I haven't updated completely here. No, with what has been done so far, this is the details you get. So one word, English, I think you got it twice. Anyway, that's okay. So the skills, contact details, summary. Just write a very brief and clear summary. You can say few lines about yourself and what are you doing, what is your um, your experience and where you studied and all this. So it's a very easy format where you can download instantly. See, one, it is a profile where you can network. Another one is instantly if you're looking out for a job and you need a resume, you can download and apply. So there are a lot of advantages of having a LinkedIn profile. Some skills which are here, so you can mention them, whatever skills you picked up so far. Let this and remove one. In case by mistake you added two languages, you can always hit and deleted that. Back. Okay. And based on your interests, you can follow them and they'll turn up on the news feed. So any updates from their end, it'll always show up on the news feed. Or even if they were tagged by someone, the chances of that. So groups, like I told you, you will have professionals from all fields being part of the groups here who can solve your problems, or even just let you know what's actually happening in the field. I think with this, I think we can go ahead and okay, I need to show you one more. So you can go to one of your connects. And you can ask them for a recommendation. So how your work relationship was with them. Based on that, you can ask them a recommendation. Okay. You can say Mr. Kiran Kumar manage you directly. If you work for them, you can choose that. Or if you report it to them, either ways, how it is for you. And it'll ask you what position at that, I mean, which company were you at. So you can leave them a message or you can add in a custom message as well, asking them to give you a recommendation on your profile. So I've taken Mr. Kiran Kumar there. So, so I report to him and he manage me. And you choose the company and send. So once they receive it, they will be writing you a recommendation. The same, you can write it for others as well. Go to your network. So here you can do the same based on what your relationship is with them. If you are reporting to them or they're reporting to you, or you work together as a colleague, you can always mention where, which point of time, if you are in the same organization. Based on that, you can give them a recommendation. Basically, I guess most of you can do it for yourself. So ladder. So once that is done, if you scroll down, see here in the section of skills. So based on what they have taken, you can endorse the skill. I think I've given in earlier in my other profile. The same way, more people endorse your skill, more it's valuable for people who are looking forward to hire you. And now, if you go into the premium section, there are certain plans which you can look for, which are available only in the paid format. Based on, like I told you, it's for people with a career and for ones who have a business already, and for HRs as well. We see here would be profiles of people who already into the industry, or they are at some point of time where they're doing actual work. Okay? Uh, they're familiar, they have some years of experience. Uh, they'll be more or less have some kind of expertise in their work. So it's easier for HRs to pick up candidates from here than look out for something new which they're not familiar with, and which would take a lot of time to screen and find the right ones. So if you take the career option here, you get to stand out um, and get in touch with the hiring managers and see how you compare. It'll show you some analytics of how you can be better on what fields and what should be your corrections, what should be your content, and you can learn new skills and advance your career. As far as business is concerned, you can find and contact the right people. So for a business level, it's about networking. So even it says up there, grow and nurture your networking. Nurture your networking. So it's a great platform for people, business owners to network. They can promote, as in create ads and start pushing their businesses out there. Learn new skills, enhance. That's a common skill again they have. Okay. The third one is interesting. See, all business features plus find leads and accounts in target market. So what says is, see if Flipkart is looking out for business development managers, it'll be easy for them if they take up this package to find out the right candidates for that job. So their screening time reduces, and it'll be more accurate for them to find the right candidates. They can get real-time insights for the same outreach. See here, more or less, you get analytics and the insights even up front, but certain features get added up there. Build trusted relations with customer and prospect. Okay, recruiter line. That's a lighter version of it. But if you see, there are three priorities given here. One, for a person who's looking out for a job. Second, a business owner. And third, someone who's recruiting. So the same plans are, further explained here. So once you find time, you can go through this. So they have a monthly subscription of 1,567. First, first time it's free. You can give it a go. All right. Getting back to the profile, just like Facebook, the interface is very user friendly. You can post, you can share video, you can create an event and write articles. Let me take out some people if possible. He doesn't have to. We find another profile. I hope, I think this is a very fair profile. It's like even French, so not sure. Anyway, and as we scroll down, you'll find something called promoted here. Earlier we had seen sponsored. So basically, where people are, there are chances of these sites promoting and have running ads, because that's one of the ways they'll be making money. You'll have in the news feeds, you'll have with the people you follow and your groups. Along with that, what you would be seeing is the promoted ads, and by now it should be very familiar for you how you do that. The same concept of first reach, consideration, and conversion. I'm just looking for a top company or HNI. So this is the business account or the company account of Google on LinkedIn. You can see all their employees on LinkedIn. What are they dealing with, and you can even mention where are your locations. I mean, if you're spread across more than uh, one place, MNCs basically they're all over the world. Or even if you have a pan-India company, one in Bangalore, somewhere in Chennai, you can mention that as well. Once you create that profile as a company and their posts. So it's quite easy to create, a profile. But what's important is constantly keep it, keep the content going. And if you see here, so 2 days back they've posted this. What it's like to work at a Google data center, and they've shared a link here, which people can directly apply. some feedback, some reviews. So what are the jobs currently Google is offering? So on based on the brands as well, you can search what positions they're looking out for. See, right now they have category lead, customer development representative. So any brand you prefer, you can find them on LinkedIn, and if they are posted any requirements, you can apply. See here, it says all the details here. It says the kind of work they're looking out for, full time, and what are they about. See, there's a tool here to compare with other 18 applicants. You need to upgrade. So what you saw is the career, the business module where you need to pay certain amount, 1,500 per month. You get analytics like how we can compare with the people who have already applied. So this is the direction of the direct option of applying. Press continue. You will have to go to uh, a page where you need to add up your CV and give it further more details. They'll ask you the requirements. Says bachelor's degree, full and practical experience, 10 years, what not, about the job, responsibilities. The format more or less would be the same for all. And again, the roles change and criteria, the eligibility will change. So like this, if you are looking out for any company, you can find that and see what jobs they are currently offering. This is a great place to find your dream job. So more or less, that's how that was about how you can create and work around in LinkedIn. And they also have these features of job alerts, skill assessment, uh, interview prep. But for all this, it's a paid version. You have to make some payment for them and pick up that monthly subscription. So what roles these, basically these companies are looking out for. Based on that, they would have create some formats and they'll train you through with the experts suggesting what is required. And see, they have a channel as well. Okay, they put it here directly. They put the same thing in a video format. I think you can go through this at a later point of time. So how can you improve your resume and you want to get a referral in terms of business? How do you network and all these things? They have videos there. Now let's go back to the home page. Okay, after this, you have only two options left we need to work on. One is creating a company page here. Another would be advertising. So let me start with so this was the actual profile we created. I don't know if, give me a minute. Something was pending, something had to be done. I'll put in the summary here. Just make sure you can, you fill in all the fields and keep it as optimized as possible, given the details and all that. Okay, once that is done, next thing what we can do is go to your home page, and here you'll find business services, create a company page. So based on what your company is, if you're a small business or a medium to large business, and you can have a showcase page as well. Or if you're a school or or the college based on that. So I'll take the example of small business for now. Okay, here again, I'll take in digital edge because that's the example we've been working on so far. So here we're getting your customer, custom URL. So if someone looks for digital edge, that's how they'll find you. And if you have a website, you can paste it here. Going ahead, select the industry, what your business is into. I'll see this marketing. Okay, I think I'll have to take education or training. Let me see the options. There are a wide range of options here, so everyone give it a try. So create a LinkedIn if you haven't, or if you already have a LinkedIn page, give it a go and create a company page. What can I take as? Cross media business supplies. Okay, I'll take as e-learning. Company says I'll take it as we take 2 to 10. This is a small startup if you consider. Okay. What type of company are you? Public company, self-employed, sole proprietorship, or privately held? You take sole proprietorship, and you can add in your logo here. I hope I have downloaded one there. I told you this is like literally build up finding a needle in a haystack. Just give me a minute. Okay, add in your tagline. I think it was check Pioneer Institute. Okay, I need to give a confirmation, a confirmation that you verify your authorized representative of the organization and have the right to act on its behalf. Create page. Okay, I need to paste the URL. Let's see if I can go back. I'll just see if I can take this URL. Public URL is already using it. Okay, there's one page which already has the URL. Let me take the digital page. Just play around with words if it doesn't work. Okay, here it'll guide you through what is to be done. Very similar to what we done earlier. It'll ask you a description, locate, custom button, like a CTA, how to drive customers towards this page. So this is a section you need to work with. Page info. The minute you come here, you have everything here in terms of button, what button you want, more add, visit, sign up, register, learn more, contact us. So again, it has to link you through that page. Like you can even create a landing page here if you want to collect some details, or you can direct them towards your website. If you're a company who's doing e-commerce, selling products and services, products, um, so you can drive them to that page where they can make a purchase. So this is how it looks. Or you write a description about what it is. Let me pull it up from here. The best way is either to have it on a Word format or bring it, if it's the same business you're working on, bring it from the other social media. Only thing is just keep it constant everywhere. It should be the same, so it shouldn't confuse your customer uh, that it might be a fake one. So keep your logo, your details, everything uniform in any social media you're working on. You can say if you don't have a website, you can say you don't have it. E-learning, employee, your phone number. What year did you find the company was founded in? I'll say random number, 2012 sometime. Just taken a random one, and you can mention what is your specialty. Okay. Not getting the pop-up. Let me get back to it again. Okay, that's not working for me right now. So you can add your specialty. What is your business category? What is your specialty? What do you deal with? What are your services and workplace? So here you can add in, you provide on-site or hybrid. How can your employees work with your locations? So you can add multiple locations here. Choose India. And randomly take up a location. Your number, apartment number, your city, what city. And the one with the stars are mandatory fields which you need to enter. The others are optional. Okay, you can call this the headquarters, or however you want if you have multiple locations. And save. So you can add any other locations as well if you're in case you have an office in Pune, Mumbai, Chennai, wherever. Okay, you can add in 3 hashtags which matter to your page. So I'll say hashtag digital marketing. That again goes on your business. I'm just choosing for this example. Hash online training, hash education. Same. So a trending post from these hashtags will be shown for you in on your page. So you can add in groups which and that's good for now. And once you're done, I'll suggest you start a post. And any given social media, it's all about just creating the page. You need to consistently post. So as you add in, your details, your rating goes up. Just see what else to be added. So your company page looks more professional. And again, here you have your analytics where you can know how many people have viewed your site, and you can choose a competitor. I'll choose any of the companies or be more familiar. You can choose anything, based on you'll know who are your competitors, and you get to know what are their total followers, new followers, how are they doing, what are the organic post contents, and if they are doing any paid promotions as well. So if your employees are posting about your job, like you saw that on Google recently when I was going through their page, you had their employees posting about what they were doing. Similarly, when they tag you and start posting and show up your positive or negative, you take a call on that seeing here. And any analytics you can always export. This can be discussed with your board members and your team. So it's a very useful tool. But again, these data are valid and useful only after you get enough number of visitors and you are active consistently for a long time. Otherwise, these mean nothing. If you create a profile and just leave it there, it's not of much use. But for companies, like Google and the bigger companies, they always make use of this. It shows you activity. So this has been new page, no activities as of here. It always just you start posting, create events. Very similar to what we did on Facebook, but again, as I told you, it's on a very formal ground here. And a last concept we have to look here is into creating an ad. So once you learn an ad structure, it's more or less the same on all platforms. It's just a few changes here and there. Okay. So once you go to your homepage, on the right side here, you'll find this option called advertising. Click on that, and it'll bring you to this page, and where you can create an ad. So Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, what else do we have? Instagram. All these places provide uh, a platform to create ads because this is where people are present, and if it is showcased here, uh, you get the visibility. So it goes back, everything goes back to the basics of digital marketing process. If you are familiar with that, literally everything is built upon that. Okay, create an ad. So here we get this option, create. So based on the account, we choose the currency. Okay, you can associate a LinkedIn page with your account. Uh, okay, that's not necessary for now. Let's go ahead. That's optional. That's another account that was created. One second, I think we should have a way through here. Let me clear this. Okay, and if you see, follow, the structure is quite similar here again. You have the account, you have the campaign, you have the ads. Okay, here you get to create a new campaign. If you have an existing group, you can work on that. Name of the campaign, intro, or you can say brand awareness. Slash next. So here you can choose objective. So this is what I told you earlier. Um, it's very familiar on each social media platform. First, if you work on a couple of social media marketing structure, it comes across the same on most of the platforms. See, here again, you have brand awareness, you have consideration, and finally conversion. So always start with awareness so people get to know about your brand. And audiences again here. So if you have created certain kind of audiences before, and you can do multiple presets of it and choose and then run your campaign. So last, where is the location? You choose based on the language, and I think this is familiar again for you. Audience attributes, audiences, the localized retargeting. And here comes the ad format. Here you can have a single ad. You can have carousel where images go to the left as we swipe. You can have video ad. My page is stuck. Give me a minute. I hope the same page opens. But am I audible? Can you hear me? Or it's only the site which has gone down?
We can hear you, sir.
Okay. Okay, for this you need to have a showcase page. Uh, let's see the one which we have the option for now. Okay. A text like what you saw on first template, just based on the text and add on text. So placement, LinkedIn audience network. So already chosen the audience network here. And next would be the budget and scheduling. You can choose a daily budget or a lifetime budget. We did this whole process before as well. So if you choose lifetime budget, so till your budget gets over, the ad shall be displayed. Or if you take daily budget, it keeps getting debit from your account for that ad. Let's reduce it. Daily budget is too high for us. So let's take 500. And you can run start and end date. So it'll cost you 3,500 based on what you give here. Keep getting the changes there. Don't give an ad. It gets cut every month. Very similarly, bidding. And here you bid on the impressions. That's the CPM, cost per millennium. So every 1,000 impressions, you get to pay 50 rupees. And that's the optimal amount it's recommending to bid. You can work in and around with it. Take it down. That'll be fine. Okay. The next. Okay, this is a word format, so you the same place. I don't think so. I'll give you a name. Let's see. I can at least add in my logo here. Just let's. So right, you'll have your preview how it's gonna be seen, and the character is limited here. I'll write in the tagline here. Close that again. Finally, restrict. And where do you want to take the uh, target audience to? So it says destination URL. So like we did earlier, you can send them to your page. I just take Facebook for now. It should be to your website. Should be here. Yeah. And that's how you actually see. Once you can review how what are the contents you've given. So for putting up the images, I was asking for a showcase page, but they've chosen the other option. So I took the word format, I mean the text format of the ad. So the objective is brand awareness, run continuously starting from 13th December, and the audiences are chosen as English. I kept it very simple for the end, won't take much time there. It shows you that format, placement, budget, how much are you willing to spend, promotion is not. and launch campaign. So once you do that and you have, you've updated your billing section, the ad will go live and will be displayed to your configured audience. The same way the other formats as well. And once you do that, you will get to know how's your ad performing in this analytics here. Impressions, beat on impressions. So we have chosen if there are 1,000 impressions, you'll be making a payment around 50 plus 55 something. So based on that, what is the average CTR? What is the click-through rate of your ad? So how many people are likely to see your ad and you bid? Out of which how many leads have you got from it? Or if it's an event, you get event registration. So more or less, there are two sides. We've covered the three concepts of it. One, your personal profile. Second, creating a company page, and third is ads. Let me close the others. Uh, I guess most of you already have your profiles. Just take a screenshot of it and share it on WhatsApp group. Another thing what I would like you to do is create a company page. I can delete it later, but for now, just create one and share the same. And once you have not done the other task given before, please take time and do it. I'm going through all your posts. Some of you have done really well. I mean, most of you done it really well. So others as well are taking time and some interest. Give it a go, see how it comes out, and share it on the WhatsApp group. Are we good so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So would you be giving it a go and share the profile? I'm sure most of you have your personal profiles already. Just create one for the company. Ad is not required for now because I've already done so many ads. You're familiar with the layout and structure, how it is to be done. Just create a company page and share it. So this would be a small assignment for the LinkedIn. Is that possible? Can I get a yes or something in the comment section for this at least? Everyone goes mute when asked to do something. Like it's nice to hear, but put into practice is a little difficult. Okay, some of you are replying. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, what about others? Maria says yes, Chaitanya, Navashri, Ifa, Shalini, Aishwarya. Okay. So at least I get to know you people are active. Just not turning on the screen and going somewhere else. Okay. All right. Okay. So give it a go. Share it on the WhatsApp group. I think tomorrow will be revising and winding up tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last class. So today we have time, and so give it a little try. Of, I mean, so far, I mean, not everyone have shared what you've done. At least by tomorrow, if I can see some responses, it means my effort will be, reciprocated in that way. Okay, is it possible? All right. So most of you have replied. Great. Can we see a little more yeses today? The ones who already sent, okay. The others, 27 participants, and Well, how many do we have yet? Not even 20. Okay. I think someone
Huh?
just woke up after a long time. Yeah, you can unmute and tell me as well.
Sir, I need to ask about the exams. So when are we having our exams?
I think that'll be updated by the coordinator from our end, maybe tomorrow or sometime.
Okay, sir. And you'll be sharing the study material, right? At least the PPTs.
Yeah, he'll be updating on the same as well.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. Let's meet tomorrow at 4:30.